Must have been crazy to think that you love me. I saw all the signs, but I just couldn't nothing.
Hey everybody, so it is Nikki's the One. Good morning, and I'm doing Motivational Mondays. Today is my second video for doing Motivational Mondays, and I literally have some ideas about what I'm going to talk about, but I'm just going to wing it. So let's get to it. First, I'm going to start off with my horoscope for today. So just give me a few moments. I'll look this up. I made my coffee today. Don't worry, I drank a whole glass of water before I did it. Yeah. Your enthusiasm for a particular idea or new routine in the workplace will definitely gain the attention of anyone you want on your side, but conveying your idea will require more than simply leaving the ball in others' courts to make it happen. They'll need to see you mean what you say by your actions, reinforcing words. Whatever it is you're expecting of others, get the process underway by showing your commitment and not just talking about it. Let's just piggyback off of that. As many of you may or may not know, I'm single. And I was in a relationship for about a decade. So I am currently single, but I have learned a lot. A lot of people feel like being in relationships has been a waste of their time, or you know, they wasted all of this time and it was a regret. I don't regret any of my relationships because I've taken things away from those serious relationships that I had. So I don't regret it. I don't regret the time. Everything was meant. I feel like it. I really do. But I have learned some things, and I'm going to go over just some lessons that I've learned. So hopefully if you haven't been through it, you won't have to go through it. But when you're in a relationship, I've learned that you lose yourself a lot. And this is not just for females, it's males too. It's when you are just think you're just so in love, you lose yourself a lot. You forget about really your friends. You forget about everybody because you forget about your passions, what you're trying to do with self, and you're just all into that person. And then after you get out of that relationship, if you guys do break up, you are left looking for the pieces, like, oh my gosh, I'm bored, like, what am I gonna do with myself? And that's why a lot of people who get in breakups, they are so depressed. They go through these phases where they just can't stop thinking about that person, and they just can't. They don't know what they're going to do with their life. They don't know what's going to happen. But girl, you're going to get over it. Because the main mistake is don't stop being who you are because of somebody else. Don't go into a relationship expecting them to be something that you want them to be. That everybody wants love. Everybody wants unconditional love. There's different levels to it. And I want nothing less than unconditional love. So with unconditional love, you accept the person for who they are, who they aren't, and who they may be in the future. It doesn't matter. You accept them for who they are. And a lot of times people want to mold other people to be what they want them to be. And baby, that's not going to happen. If somebody wants to change, they're going to do it on their end because they want to better themselves for you. But it's not your job to tell someone else what they should be or what you know. It's okay to have expectations, don't get me wrong. Everyone has standards, or they should, or expectations. But at this point, what I've learned is with these expectations and standards that I have, I don't really care what somebody tells me anymore. Like on that horoscope, I'm in a show me state. Like, show me by your actions. I can say, you know what? I like someone who's spontaneous, and you have to have a job, you have to be persistent, you have to know how to take care of the household, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. those are my standards. I want to be married by this certain time, or I want to do this and I want to do that. If someone is constantly showing you otherwise, but telling you the world of what you want to hear, the signs are there. They're always there. They've always been there. It's just because you're so bubbly and in love, you don't see the signs, and what everybody else says is blocked out. So just pay attention to the signs, and don't take a person for what they say. Take a person for their actions, and that'll tell you everything that you need to know. Their actions. That's the main thing about this story, this motivational speech, or whatever you want to call it, about it, Motivational Mondays. What I took away from it is, don't lose yourself when you're in a relationship. Keep your passion, keep who you are dear to your heart. Don't stop doing what you love to do just because you happen to meet someone that you like or may think you may fall in love with. Be yourself no matter what, so that if something does happen, and this is not to say, this is for people that are in relationships. These are for people that, because a lot of times you just consume yourself being with that person, and everything is just revolved around them, and this is not that. Never forget who you are. Never forget what you love to do. Never forget how you came in it. Now, you're not going to be the same person that you were before when you first got into that relationship, because growth is everything. And what's the point of making mistakes if you can't grow from it, So it's like, make your mistakes count. Make your lessons, learn from your mistakes. That's it. And just don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are on the inside, and do what you love to do. Don't let that stop. Don't let your passion stop just for another person, because if that person truly does love you, if you guys are really in love like you guys say you are, they wouldn't want you to stop being who you really are and stop doing what you're passionate about for them, because they would understand that's the definition of unconditional love, loving you for who you are, who you aren't, and who you're going to be, So that's just a small take on what I have to say for today's Motivational Mondays. Thumbs up if you like videos like this, and if you have anything that you want me to touch on or anything like that, let me know. But today was just centered around your actions, taking people for their actions and not their words, and learning from your mistakes, and just not losing who you are just because you get in this relationship or a new fling or whatever you want to call it. Even if you break up or not, you're still going to be you. You're still going to have your passions. You're still going to have your life, because you never gave that up in the first place. So bye, you guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. It's gonna be about my hair, so I can't wait till you guys see it.
Every time I think of the lies you